Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. This video is a little bit more on the hardcore side, so keep that in mind when it comes to this one. If you guys only care more about like fun gaming news or general casual videos, this one may be the skip for you. But if you guys do see this video from the algorithm or just in the description box, feel free to watch the video. Obviously, take everything with your own grain of salt. I'm going to try my best to be somewhat on the middle ground when presenting on this ongoing issue. I think this video more so of me kind of saying what's going on rather than really going hardcore my own opinion, although there are a few lines I want to go draw throughout this. So let's go talk about throughout this video. And if you guys want to give your thoughts and comments down below, feel free to. If I hot take too hard or you guys disagree, completely understand. So make sure you guys are nice in the comment section down below. So right now there's been a huge ramp up. I'm going to use the word drama, but sometimes this turns a little bit to a higher level of drama just for some of the casuality of my wording. Keep that in mind as in how I speak. But right now there's huge allegations going on with the ex-member or ex-main co-star of MrBeast. As you guys probably know, there's been a little bit of a mix-up in terms of MrBeast content. Some of the channels have actually gone completely like dead silent. It's been over a year since the last Beast Reacts channel has uploaded a video. Same with the gaming channel, which used to have multiple people such as Chris, Chandler, and other various co-star members taking part in these videos. And obviously at the same time, this as well, Chris, who is like one of the more co-owners, starters of the channel itself from back in the day, and one of the very popular co-hosts who has also gone through a lot of big controversy online due to the fact of them transitioning into a woman, has kind of led a lot of people somewhat on the apprehensive side when it comes to their past, their present, comments they've made, how they've approached other situations, and all of that. Now, I don't want to go and chime too much on that subject because that is your own thoughts, your own opinions. But what I do want to go talk about is this new oncoming story of what's happening. And right now, the MrBeast member is getting under major flack and a lot of scrutiny under interacting with underage fans, terms of interacting with them in very inappropriate manners in terms of joking content, quote unquote, from their own comment, joking content, and at the same time being involved with making Discord things, racial jokes, also sexualized jokes too as well. And on top of this too, also interacting with like apparently underage artwork too as well, or at least like the personification of what that may be. So there's a lot of things coming out right now, allegedly, that I'm going to go and highlight over here. The only reason why I'm making this video is because I just want to first of all say, there's been two big things that I've been highlighting when it comes to the content side. Number one, that Dr. Disrespect, who interacted with a 17-year-old and got completely wiped off the face of the planet. I believe at this time, YouTube did remove their YouTube partnership with Dr. Disrespect. There are no memberships available on the channel. That may have been his own accord, but we're not sure. But as of right now, it does seem that there is no monetization included on that channel. As well, a lot of folks, his peers and everyone else completely distanced themselves from Dr. Disrespect and his content and just said, if you're dealing with someone who's underage, we're not dealing with this one. And this is where this drama gets a little bit on the crazier side. So first and foremost, at this point, I'm going to give you guys the double whammy right here. So right now, there is a 13-year-old at the time, currently at the age of 20 as of this second, was interacting and doing things with Kris Tyson, who was the ex-co-star of the MrBeast channel, who has also since then completely wiped out the entirety of their social media. No tweets, removed a lot of other social media sides. And they had a weird dynamic. Now, I'm going to go and say this just point blank. Okay, point blank. And this is the main point that I want to say. Everything else is just news. I don't think adults should be interacting with children. And if they do interact with children in a very quick manner online, it should be respectful, cordial, and never involve anything on the inappropriate side. I think hopefully everyone watching this video can agree on that take. I don't care about anything else. That's the main subject, main point on this video. I do not think that's good. If you're a grown person, especially with a position of power, especially with a chance to easily easily accessible children around you, you have to be very cognizant of that. You have to be very careful of that. There's a lot of ongoing memes of Minecraft or Roblox content creators who obviously have conversations with underage fans. That is a hard stop. That is not okay. No matter who it is, no matter what you are, no matter how you want to go and portray it, or if you're even a MrBeast fan yourself, that is 100% in no wiggle room from me. Okay. I do not think so. Now, I understand maybe in a Twitch stream, you have someone who's an underage viewer, you keep them around in terms of like they're 13 or whatever, and you try to be like, don't interact with them privately, don't interact with them privately. Sometimes that happens if you're, say, a Minecraft YouTuber, Minecraft Twitch streamer, Robloxer. Sometimes those just got like Fortnite. Sometimes those audiences skew younger. But look at many other people, such as like a Cypher, Courage, Ninja, whoever may go and make a lot of Fortnite content. They're able to go and still provide content to people that are over the age of 13 without having to interact with them privately. As someone who's above the age of, like, I'm an older boomer at this point, I can never see myself interacting with someone under the age of 13 or even 18. The just distance is too big. So no matter what, that's the one big line of judgment that is not okay. But they're stating, they also made it come out. So this is where like let me go give you as the both sides, because I don't want to go and sit here and completely condemn someone. They had the same person who was involved, this person who was through these accusations, because a lot of the YouTube people that are trying to make these initial videos are trying to get views, trying to make money off of the situation, such as trying to get the first person to make out these accusations and callouts to get that MrBeast name in their videos to go and obviously get more views, get more subscribers, get more attentions, or as well, there is a very anti-trans prerogative going on with the Kris Tyson person. Now, I don't want to go and pick my own opinion on the LGBTQ community. At the same time, though, I've always had the mindset, if you're cool with me and you're a good person, I don't care what you are, who you want to be. If you're cool, you're chill, I'm cool with you. But as I just mentioned 2 minutes ago, if you're interacting with minors and also even having sexualized jokes, sharing things such as a hentai or whatever it might go and be, that is not appropriate. I don't care if you are a trans woman or a normal woman, or if you're a normal man or a normal trans man as well. I do not mind. Like, I do not care what you do on your normal spare time. Be who you want to be. I'm cool with that. But if you're interacting with children in an inappropriate manner, that is not cool. That is not normal. And that is not what should be allowed on the internet at all. But obviously, there's always two sides of a story. So that's my take on that. But on the opposite side, they're saying that these videos are all massive lies. This is the person who is the actual, like, person who was, offended or harassed or targeted or whatever you want to go and say. They're saying these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of, which is good if the victim is also saying that that's not okay. But at the same exact time, if you're someone who's 13 interacting with sexual nature of someone who's older, no matter what, if you think it's a bad thing or not, that is bad. Now, I haven't seen the full-on, obviously, like, leaks in terms of what was actually shared, but rumor and allegedly, this is all alleged based on what I'm seeing online from other people, and just kind of chiming my own opinion on this, apparently there was very inappropriate things involved and things of sexual nature. I do not think that's okay. Even if you're a 13-year-old who grows up to be 20 and you still appreciate the content, that still was inappropriate, no matter what type of mindset you have. Like, it's inappropriate. They're saying, can you do me a favor and comment on these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? So I want to show the full perspective on this. This situation takes away from children who are actively being exploited every day online. I am not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos or at all. That is their statement. That's what they're talking about. And obviously, a lot of the internet is maybe not the good call. Because a lot of people now are kind of making jokes and memes saying that MrBeast himself bought out this person. Now, there is no truth to this, but it was a little bit of a weird, concerning side. Because as I've mentioned, there's typically a power dynamic when it comes to content creators. If you're someone like MrBeast, or even let's try to insert Ryan Reynolds, a Blake Lively, anyone who might be higher up there in terms of the popularity scale, you don't typically want to go against the grain. You don't want to get sued. You don't want to go and have like someone maybe who was like your childhood idol or even an ex-friend somehow have bad repercussions. But at the same time, if you're a 13-year-old interacting with someone who's over the age of 18 in these types of manners, that is very inappropriate, no matter how the internet may have been 5, 10, 15 years or so. Just, it's gross. I would never do it, and now that I'm a grown man, I also realize on how inappropriate that could ever be if I put them in them same shoes. So obviously people are making jokes and memes saying that MrBeast bought them on out. But it kind of goes and escalates even more, because now people are calling out too as well, both on these ends. Obviously take something like a Keemstar says with a grain of salt too. But we kind of see these things saying where they have inappropriate things such as lolly art of underage people inside of their home. On top of that, with their own children in there, and it just starts to get a little bit on the weirder side. Because also Keemstar, which once again, say what you want to against Keemstar, goes and brings up the fact that they had a close connection with a pretty big CP artist, Shadman, who has gone through a lot of flack throughout the years because they just make inappropriate art. And the same person as well, who's getting called out for these old school tweets that they've been making too, very racist tweets, very inappropriate comments, talking about how black people are worthless, and all this stuff, which should never actually be even thought in the first place. Like, if someone out there is black, you are not worth this. You are the homie. You are a valid person. Like, you're a good person. And someone like the Kris Tyson throughout the years has made a lot of really racy and bad jokes, and that people usually like to go and bring up and like scrutinize, rightfully so. If you were racist 10 years ago, you can still change and be a better person. But at the same time, if you were a better person, you would apologize and of course also delete that. And that's where people get a little bit on the heated side, because usually growing as a person comes into growing as a person, deleting things that you think are inappropriate or racist, or at the same time not having random lolly art of cartoon characters that might be underage on your wall, especially when you have a child living with you. And on course as well, if you're also getting called out by other people who also have the same exact like information going on, allegedly, of you interacting with minors and sharing a very sexual inappropriate things with them that they're on the age of 13, it's one of those things where you have a lot of things all lined up that you may just not be a good person. Now, I like MrBeast. Like, I think the guy seems like a good dude, making money for charity, saving people's lives, and it kind of sucks that MrBeast, although I do respect him for standing by his friends, is also sitting out here having to go and deal with people that are completely ruining his brand. I think MrBeast has done well, and as I've mentioned, it kind of seems like they're trying to go and X-nay out the people that kind of grew up the content, taking to the next step and realizing that this could be a massive potential PR mistake. And now I hope to God that this person themselves has a good life. They take care of their kid and treat them fairly. And I don't believe they deserve all the hate they get in terms of transitioning. I think that's fine. If someone wants to transition, that is their prerogative. It does not affect me. But what does affect me is if they're trying to go and interact with people that are very popular when it comes to things like CP, interacting with children, lolly art, whatever it might be, but at the same time also interacting with underage people. Whatever is said or not, that is still a weird line to be crossed. Like, that's like more for YouTube and the police or the actual victims themselves to make the call, not me. And as well, if MrBeast wants to associate with them. MrBeast does seemingly not want to be around that. I completely understand at that as well, because I would not want to deal with someone who is kind of bringing so much negative PR to my own brand. But also kind of shows that Keemstar, which, by the way, once again, take that with a grain of salt, states that that same person who they own and bought art of and supported has actually even done inappropriate things with his own daughter back in the day. Hate him or love him, when it comes to that stuff, if your own 8-year-old daughter is interacted with a online content creator who is making weird, strange, inappropriate content of your daughter, that is disgusting nonetheless. And I was kind of trying to go drive the fact, because something like Dr. Disrespect, to me, horrible. I do not like seeing minors being harassed on the online culture. It ruins everything for content creators. And the fact that someone might get away with interacting with a 13-year-old, although it's maybe not as crazy or as bad as other cases might be, if you guys are a grown man or woman watching my content, you probably understand that interacting with anyone online as a 13-year-old is strange, wrong, and weird. If a 13-year-old comes in my Twitch channel or sends me a Discord message or a tweet, guess what? I'm not responding to that privately. Or if I do have to respond, I'd say, hey, make sure you leave this only to Twitch, because I do not want to see your message. Most of my Twitch community is skewed towards people over the age of 18, and I hope a lot of my YouTube audience is too as well, based on statistics. I do not think this is okay. I do not think that content creators should have a chance to even have a chance to interact with children in this manner. I think it's very gross. Now, there may be more information that comes out. There may be more things that come out too as well, and I don't want to go and pass pure judgment on this because I don't know the full story. There could be more context. I don't want to see logs and understand exactly what happens. So I don't think you guys should go and also go out there and completely go and derade something like this. I think MrBeast as a person seems like he makes fine content. I think that's okay. I think he does well in the world, and I appreciate that he's trying to take a step back and more so lead towards something special. Just make it very child friendly, make it applicable for everyone, use that money to give back to the community. I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. But I really don't think that this Kris person has had a very long-term good stint of helping out his friend who helped cause this company, because right now a lot of people are bringing things off. Like, something like this is very, very strange and very, very weird. This is very weird to go and state on top of them being known for interacting with 13-year-olds. It can get pretty weird pretty quick. Some people are saying MrBeast might knew. Some people don't really know. There's a lot, sure, that we have to worry about, but I just don't really approve of this. I don't think content creators should be interacting with children. That's all I can really say. Now, there may be more that comes out to the story, but right now it seems like they're getting very, very bad negative attention. and I think it's rightfully so. This does not really affect MrBeast because it doesn't seem like he's condoned them for quite some time, and obviously give me your thoughts and comments down below. This is a hot take, I understand, but I don't like this at the end of the day.